Hello students, today in this video we are going to see how to draw an involute. So first we can see the question. A coil is unwound from a drum of 50 mm diameter. Draw the locus of the free end. Look at here, draw the locus of the free end here they are saying. Okay. Of the coil for unwinding an angle of 360 degree. 360 degree means is nothing, it is one revolution. Also draw normal and tangent. This normally usually the question will be there. Draw the normal and tangent at any point of the curve, on the curve. So this is the question. So first of all, we need to understand what is the thing. Suppose here we can consider this is the adhesive tab. This adhesive tab. So here the end will be available. At this end, if you are going to remove it like this means what happened? The length will be increasing. Anyhow, this is been wounded like this. Here we are going to unwound. So this is the problem here. So likewise, here we can see the next case. One more example is here. I just made a small thing for you. For example, this is the circle. Okay, this end. Look at here. This is a coil. The coil is wounded like this. For one revolution, it has been wounded. Now I am just going to draw a circle at this area curve. So how I am going to choose it is, so like this way I am just going to fix it. Now I am going to wound it like this. So if you are going to do it means this curve will be drawn in this order. Okay, though this will be the curve. Here this has been wounded in this order way. It will be wounded like this. Here you can clearly understand this is a coil of full circumference. Coil of full circumference. The length of the coil is the total circumference of the circle. Okay, it will be unbounded like this. Okay, so we can go to the problem. Here it is said the diameter is 50 mm. For this diameter we need to take it. The problem here I just identified a circle here, this area, so that it will be easy for me to draw the involute curve like this. Okay, now I am going to fix my compass and I am going to measure 50 mm diameter means it will be taking 2.5 mm of radius. 2.5 mm of radius. I just drawing a circle on it. I just drawn a circle on it. So here I am going to draw the horizontal and vertical lines like this. So first I will draw the thin horizontal line, and now I know to divide this into 8 equal sections. So all the circles we usually divide this into 8 equal sections. Likewise here also I am dividing into 8 equal sections. Then it is making the angle of 45 degree, 90 degree, and again here this side 45 degree. Now I am just connecting the lines. So that I have just divided. I already told this will be unwinding in this order. This will be unwinding in this order. Okay, so it is just moving in clockwise direction. Okay, it is just moving, unwinding in clockwise direction. So it will be easy for me to write the length line point 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So what will be our value of this circumference? The circumference will be, it is the diameter is 50 mm. The diameter is 50 mm means, so what will be the circumference? That is 3.14 pi d, 3.14 into 50. the value will be 157. That we know already. So that is here. Okay. So we can write it here. I am just going to take the 90-degree here. That means the tangent of this point 90-degree, and the I will take the length scale. The length is 157. So this will be my length. So here already we know how to divide this into 8 equal sections. The 157 can be divided by 8, and each divisions can be marked up here. The value will be 19.625. That is one method. Another method is to draw less than 90-degree from the same point. Less than 90-degree, the same 80 mm I need to take it from here. So I can measure it here. Here I can mark all the values. Each value will be 10 mm. It will be easy for me to divide it. So now I am going to without using the drafter, I am just marking like this. First I need to fix this point and this point. Now just I am connecting these two. Now I am going to draw the parallel lines like this. If I draw the parallel line means it will be connecting in this way. Okay, I just divided this into 8 equal sections. Here I can able to measure it. This is 8, this is 7, and this is 6, and this is 5, this is 4, and this is 3, and this is 2, again this is 1. We can make it as dash. Why we have named this is this 8 will be here, and this 7 will be here, and this 6 will be here, so that we can able to measure it this way. Now we are going to find out the tangent of all the points. So here for 1 we have drawn the tangent in this way, and for 2 I am going to find out the tangent. Just draw like this. The initial line should be very short, and slowly the length has to be increased like this way. I will draw the lines. If required means you can also extend the line. Okay, so now take your compass, and first thing from 1 to 8 dash. From 1 to 8 dash, you just measure it. That means one part. I have taken the measurement, and now I am going to take the measurement, or make the arc from point 2 at this line. So this will be 1 dash. This will be 1 dash. And next, I am just going to mark this point, 2 divisions. Okay, from 3, I am just going to mark it at here. Then from here I am going to take the mark at 3 divisions. So from 4 I will mark it at here. Then 5 divisions. Sorry, 4 divisions. Here I will mark it. Then 5 divisions, I am just measuring it here. Then from 6 I will mark it at here. Then 6 divisions, I will mark it at here. Then finally 7 divisions. Already the 8 divisions is available there. Okay, so this is the 8 divisions. Already there is a mark, so no need to mark it again. So this is the final one. So this is your total arc. So now what we are going to do it is just going to make the arc with your free hand. Already told to hold how to hold the pencil like this. You need to hold the pencil and you can draw like this. Like this you can make it. If you are having the French curves scale, means you can use it so that the curve will be in a better way. So finally we got the curve. So now we can darken this. So how to darken it I already told. So by using I use the sketch. So you can overdraw by your pencil itself to darken this curve. The curve is the answer for you. While overdrawing, you should avoid the double curve, double lines. Also you can mark the points name. So 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, and this is 8 dash. So already it is entered here. So this will be your involute curve for a circle. So here they are asking to draw the tangent and normal. Here on the curve, any one of the point, you can fix a point at here. So just I am going to fix a point at here, this point. This point I am going to fix it. That is, this point I am going to fix it. Okay. So on this point, how to draw it is, just I am going to connecting these two lines. This point and the center point, I am just connecting it. Okay. So this line you can measure it and you can find out this is 13.35. So you can divide it by 2 and you can find out the center point. Otherwise, the known method, more than the half value. This may be the half, means this is a more than the half value. I am just taking the arc on both sides, more than the half value approximately. I am just making an arc on both sides. Now can connect it. That will be the middle point. Just you need to find out the middle point here, that's all. You need to find out the middle point. So after finding out the middle point, making this as the center, the middle point as the center, and this distance as radius. This distance as radius, I am just drawing a semicircle. just drawing a semicircle here. This will be intersecting the circle. This will be intersecting the circle at this point. So from this point and this already the fixed point. So these two I am just going to draw the connecting the line and extending it. This is the normal. And for this, if you are going to draw a perpendicular line means, if you are going to draw a perpendicular line means this will be your tangent. So you can finish it by your by darkening this. This also can be darkened. So this is the tangent and normal. So here how to give the name, it is this point can be named as P and this point can be named as N and this point can be named as M and this is origin O. Then this is a center C, you can make it. Then this is a T and this is a G. So the naming it is for our convenience. Okay. So here the next thing we can also write it here as this is involute. And somewhere here you can write it as all dimensions are in and also you can mark the dimensionings. The dimensioning will be here, the total length is 157. So here and up to here this will be 157 and here you can mark the diameter here, that is 550. So this is the dimension. So this is a way of drawing the involute. So this is the unwinding problem. The winding problem will be just a revise of this. The winding problem, just the length will be given like this way. The length will be given in this way. You can't expect the length will be the actual, that will be the exact circumference. It can be extension also. So what happened while winding it, so here some extra length also it will be winded on the circle, on this drum. So this is the example of the electrical cable that will be wounded and that will be in a circle like this. So while laying in the underground, they used to they will be unload from the lorry or some vehicle like this only. So to calculate the length and all, it will be very useful for you. That's all. Thank you.